very specific to ICQ, and it's not really easy to export chat logs. I mean, if you want to see chat logs from pretty much any other messenger, it's easy to do, except on ICQ. If you're the type of person that does a lot of international chatting outside the United States and Canada, you'll find a lot of ICQ users out there, but not necessarily too many within the borders of the U.S. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe there's a lot of people that use ICQ. I only know maybe about 2 people that use it. You know, obviously you can tell from my message friends list here, it's really short because I just can't hardly find anyone on it. All right, let's check out the next messenger. The next one on the list here is Skype. Skype is one of those things where it actually does text messaging, but you'd never hear about it. It will do it. I only use it for phone use if I want to send and receive calls from it. That's what all these contacts are. But I don't have anybody that I really chat with, although you can do it if you go to add, and you can just add a Skype contact. The only thing that's bad about Skype, it's kind of an island unto itself. You can only chat with other Skype users as far as I know. But what these guys promote more than anything else is voice communications. It is an instant messenger. You can instant message people with it, but the deal is that they're so busy just promoting the voice thing that's almost forgotten. I wouldn't use this unless you're going specifically to use it for voice use, which is what I use it for. There's really not much more to be said about it other than that. I mean, it's clean, it runs well, it's not top heavy, it's got a very nice clean interface. The tabs are nice at the top. This is really good. Your preferences, if I go to the options section here, I like the way this is set up. This is really easy to get around, and nice big text and nice simple graphics. It doesn't look confusing at all. Skype did a really good job with version 3, and this is good, and I do recommend it, but only if you intend to use it for voice communication. So that's what I would recommend for that. So not much to be said about this one, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, what we've got here is the recently named Windows Live Messenger, MSN. A fair amount of people use this. I don't hardly use it at all, hence the reason that I only have one contact, that being myself, only for this test. Now, the nice thing about the Windows Live Messenger is that you can actually talk to Yahoo contacts on it. So, kind of like the same way AIM or AIM and ICQ people can talk to each other, this one, Windows MSN, still not used to calling it Windows Live. Windows Live can also talk to Yahoo Messenger. So if I double click a contact here and I open up a window and bring it in here. By the way, before I continue, this is one thing about the Windows Live Messenger, is that the message windows are huge. They're just big. I don't know whether that's good or bad. It looks kind of nice, but you can tell that they're gunning for people with some pretty high resolutions, I suppose. But anyway, if I just go in here and type in hello and send it off, this is a Yahoo window right here. Comes right back. And if I type hello back, comes right back into the Windows Live. Windows Live, I do like the interface. I don't like the ad down here, but what are you going to do? The tabs on the side are actually pretty good because you have your games with a friend right here, and these work pretty good if it ever decides to load. Oh, there it goes. There's a ton of games you can play with different people. It's just basic games, like poker, backgammon, checkers, chess, Cubis, Jewel Quest, Mahjong, things like that. When you click on the little Windows Live logo here, actually I have to open up the window a bit. This connects to the Windows Live Spaces, which is Microsoft's version of their simple blog. Share photos and with friends and things like that. That's how you connect to the live thing. There's also, right here is the mail, Spaces, search the internet, using live.com, of course. Over here, This one is called Watch Concert Highlights and More. I don't really know what it's about, but I suppose you could watch concerts on it, maybe. This one's called Got Agents. And says right here, want to know the latest movies, where to eat, need a date, get answers to questions, play messenger games by yourself, plus more. Add the various Windows Live agents to your contact list, which I would assume means plugins. Windows Live agents are simple programs that allow you to interact through Windows Live Messenger. So they have the Ford Edge, Movie Scouts, the Dating Bot, Astrology, Games, Encarta, which I believe is for encyclopedia stuff, the Wilma Bot, which is the Windows Live Assistant, and a couple other ones there. This one is for alerts. It says clicking the icon on a tab automatically signs you into the website for that tab using your Windows Live ID. Okay. I guess you have to sign up for updates. I don't feel like it. I'm not going to do it. They have the dating match.com through this. This is the Rhapsody, this tab right here, Rhapsody service, which strangely looks like real networks. I'm not going to bother with that. They have an eBay link in here, which some people may find convenient. I don't know how it's any more convenient than ebay.com, but I suppose you can do it in here. And this is another one of those things where you have to sign in. This is the Microsoft Xbox stuff. So they have Xbox news here for that game system. And this one right here is for Microsoft Office, this one down here, which is Office Live. I have no idea what it is, but I'm sure it's good for people who like to use Office, I suppose. There are some other things in here, like the sharing folder. The sharing folder is something on your hard drive where you can drag photos into it and then share it with other people, which is, I suppose it's pretty good. They make it pretty easy, which is nice. You can this icon right here is for that blog thing, Windows Live Spaces. This is Windows Live Today, which is a news thing. This service also has a make a phone call feature. I've clicked it and I'm waiting for something to happen. I don't know what it's going to load, but I guess it's an adventure. Okay, here it goes. Call any phone now. Make local long distance and internet and cell phones incredibly low rates using Verizon web calling. So it's not free. You have to pay for it. If I click learn more and I hit OK, I'm assuming this will pipe up a web browser, which it did. And of course it uses the Internet Explorer web browser, even though my default browser is set to Firefox, so it completely ignores that. Rates as low as 1.9 cents a minute. I'm not paying you. No, thank you. This one right here is if you want to send a message to a mobile device, like a cell phone, and you can change the color scheme here if you want. Like I can go with a blue or a green or whatever it is I want to use here. Or maybe a red. Go back to default. And that's a basic overview of the Live Messenger. And the ad just changed down here. Whew, that's annoying. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Alright, next on the list here is Google Talk. Out of all the messengers that you've seen so far, including the Yahoo one, which is coming up, this is the only one that has no ads in it. That's wonderful. I like that a lot. This messenger is actually really easy to use. It's very simple. It's very light. It doesn't really have anything to do with it that's very top heavy at all. Even the settings field. It's very corporate almost in appearance, which is some may like that, some may not. The best reason to use this is probably just for chatting with other people that use